Welcome back, Mr. Goodberry. The First Star Logistics studio is fully equipped and ready to record.
Welcome back to Bengals on the Brain, presented by First Star Logistics. I'm your host, Joe Goodberry. I want to talk a little bit about the Bengals' disaster of contract structures with T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. I don't want to spend too much time. Over the whole weekend, I talked about it, and many other analysts and podcasts and shows have talked about how the Bengals structured this contract, and it was wasteful. It was negligent. It was malpractice to do it the way they did it, and easily could have saved themselves about $12 million in cap space that they actively chose to put on to 2025. I've talked about this when we looked over the contract structures and the numbers for BJ Hill and for TJ Slayton as well. The Bengals have wasted about $28.8 million in cap space for 2025 if they had just structured the contracts how the average team does it. I'm not even telling them to be the Eagles or the Browns. The average structures would have saved them about $28.8 million in cap space this year. But we're going to spend today's episode looking at the draft. And I just wanted to say that and get it off because I have to say it because it paints the entire picture for us. This team relies on the draft for their influx of talent. Doesn't matter if they have Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase. That's not going to change. You wonder why we spend so much time watching draft prospects, why talking about the draft, doing mock drafts, why so many Bengals fans are really good draft analysts out there is because we know this is the heart and soul of the Bengals in terms of roster building. And so we're going to spend our time on it. We're going to focus on it. And speaking of the draft, the First Star Logistics draft party will take place on day 2. It's all sold out. The event is sold out. So if you're waiting on that, that went pretty quickly. But you can watch the show. You can stream it. You can watch it on the First Star Media YouTube page here. So make sure you subscribe. And you can be able to catch up and watch and have a good time with us and share with us as the Bengals try to fix this thing and try to push this roster better than what it was last year. Because currently, they're not. But again, this team is going to rely on the draft heavily. And I'm going to now start putting our film reviews on the players they're meeting with and having these top 30. You get 30 visits. Bring these prospects in. Bring them to Paycor Stadium. I almost said Paul Brown Stadium. And get to know them. Take them out to dinner. Really dive in on those guys. And the Bengals typically draft the guys they meet with. So we're going to start from that list and work through it over the next month until we reach the draft. And the first one we have coming up today is safety from South Carolina, Nick Emmanwori. Let's jump into that. This episode is going to be a little bit longer because I have not watched this game. So this is my first view of Nick Emmanwori versus LSU. And the reason I haven't is because all the games available to the draft community in film are not great games. His 2 best games where he had like 90 grades from PFF are not on tape. The Oklahoma game, I had to watch that on YouTube. There's a couple other games I watched. But in terms of tape that I can share on YouTube, this may be the best game. And I think he only ended up with a 59 grade on PFF. There's another one where he has a 63. I tried to take the one where he has the most action. So Nick Emmanwori, he's going to be the tall, lanky, big-looking dude at safety for the Gamecocks. You see him step up into the box here as the run goes the opposite way. He's going to run through his teammates, and this will be something you'll see too. He's a bit clunky, right? He's at the top of the screen. If you didn't see the arrow when we started, he's up here, and watch how he comes through the trash and runs right through his linebacker here. So he's a bit reactive. Oh, it's the other safety, actually, because they got replaced. He kind of just is a dog, see ball, get ball. He's in linebacker right now as the play goes away. You'll see him a lot at strong safety. I think he's only got 17 snaps in this game at true free safety. So as he comes into the box, I may call it linebacker, but it's in the box. He's a box safety a lot of the time. Bengals had scheduled a top 30 visit with Emmanwori. He's covering Mason Taylor here. We've watched a lot versus LSU so far. Who did we just watch? Yeah, Campbell versus LSU. That's why. So he's got outside leverage here. Emmanwori, as he's got Taylor, you see he's kind of to the outside here. And the reason is because he has inside help if Taylor wants to go inside. So he's got to really protect out here. So this is good coverage and leverage by Emmanwori. What we want to see, though, is when Taylor does break in, since we know he breaks in, how does that transition, right? How does Emmanwori flip his hips and gain some speed and stay with it? I think that looks pretty clean. Oh, we got a fight down there. Something crazy going on. Those LSU linemen were some tough boys. Yeah, I think right there too. He's with him on the left side here. Number 7 versus Mason Taylor. I think he's with him pretty well. Yeah, what is going on? Is that 70? It is, isn't it? No, it's the right guard or right tackle. I'm sorry, excuse me. Oh, absolutely crushed him. I love it. Football. Emmanwori shifting with Taylor. He's going to end up in the free safety spot. Both of them kind of are here. A little bit of confusion, I think, maybe for the safeties. Whoa, the quarterback's got to run, and the pass is picked off. I don't know who the end was there. We got a pick 6 situation. The end looks like my eyes are off of Emmanwori here because he gets around and just grabs the horse collar of the quarterback, which you can do in the pocket. Oh, yeah, that's right, because it's Mason Taylor. I have seen this game because I was watching Mason Taylor. I've watched this game before, and Taylor couldn't get his hand on that guy just long enough to allow the quarterback to step up and get this ball out. In the end, gets a hand on the quarterback, results in a pick 6. Big play for South Carolina. Carolina. Eyes back on Emmanwori. We got run here. That doesn't reach him at safety. Hard part about watching safeties. Safeties is one of the hardest positions to evaluate, by the way. Because they are going to play 70, 80, sometimes 90 snaps, and they're probably only getting involved in 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. A lot of it is things like this. You got to understand like what he's supposed to be doing. Who's he picking up here? This looks like quarters coverage possibly. And as soon as this guy down here goes past this linebacker, so as soon as he passes him and passes the second wave, that's Emmanwori's guy. So you're going to see real quick how he picks him up and runs with him. And now Emmanwori is a guy who tested like an absolute freak show at the combine. One of the most athletic players we've ever seen. I'd love to see these flashes on tape. We looks like we're in man coverage against the slot here against Mason Taylor again. Taylor's just going to hook up, and they hit the out route to the other side for a first down. My eyes are still at the top of Emmanwori, whose eyes were locked in on Mason Taylor there. You want to see at any DB here. He's inside leverage here, protecting from the inside on a third down situation here. And plus, we got a blitz. He's going to throw a slant or whatever. But that T step here, as you see how he's transitioning back, he's walking back. And then this last foot, instead of your feet being like this with every step, that last one is going to either be a T, but a lot of times it's at an angle, and then you're going to break in. So you see right there, that foot at an angle. This one's coming forward. That allows you to reverse, plant and stop, and break. So you want to see guys do that cleanly. You want to see them burst out of that if possible. All right, Emmanwori to the right side here, number 7. He's just communicating. The snap comes, and he's not much going on there. It's 5 and 50 going at it again, or is it 60 or 50? I think it's 50 at right tackle. Yeah, they're still going at it. All right, Emmanwori at the top of the screen, playing deep free safety. We got a screen going that way. I'm going to skip past it so we don't have to waste time watching plays that don't go near him. Let's get back to the start of this one. All right, it looks like he was rotating back to the free safety spot. He is. Nothing really in his area, and the D-line collapses on the quarterback. I'm not sure who got there that time. Oh, he was running for his life right away. Emmanwori did his job, though, if we're just looking at him as a deep free safety there. He's in the box this time as the 4th linebacker. Gets a jam on the tight end, really disrupts that play. If you want to come back to right there. And it looks like his eyes are inside too. We'll see when we get the other angle, but his eyes look like he's inside and he's just going to jam this tight end completely, throw him to the ground. And we're within 5 yards? Yeah, definitely. So again, I think he's had good coverage on the tight end so far. Emmanwori to our right, number 7, bang. Just being bigger, stronger, longer. I mean, we're talking about he's the size of a small linebacker. Of a thin linebacker, I should say. Again, looks like we're rotating to a covered. Nope. And then we got run coming this way. Let's see him. Run the alley, finish. Nah, play is tackled before he even gets there. I'd really like to see him come in from the safety spot and make a play. We haven't seen him make a tackle yet. So we are into the second quarter. He hasn't had to make a tackle. I think he's looked fine in man coverage against tight ends. He had a nice jam earlier. I think he's rotated in the free safety very smoothly. Again, he's on Mason Taylor on the crossing route here. It looks like he's leaning. I mean, he is getting to this spot before Taylor is. Like, soon as Taylor releases this way, right inside, you're going to watch Emmanwori say, okay, I'm going to take the inside away right away. Because what do we got? We got blitz. We got blitz. This guy's dropping out into this. So you're probably going to be vulnerable right here. And Emmanwori is quickly going to get to that spot and say, no, 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 I'm not going to let you. Even though the underneath guy dropped underneath it, it would have been a bad situation if the quarterback did look that way. But Emmanwori was on it. His reaction time was pretty quick there. I like to see that in coverage. It's funny because I think we think of strong safeties like they used to be in the NFL, where you were run defenders, linebacker help, and that's still the case. But strong safeties have to cover the slot a lot in football these days. I'm not sure what happened here. Is it going to be a screen? Yeah, it was going to be a screen. There was a lot of trash for Emmanwori to fight through there, and then I look and see that the ball's getting spiked. But so the box safety has to be able to cover man to man. That's why you see guys like Tyrann Mathieu and players that played that position that have gotten real popular, I think, since Mathieu, be different types of strong safeties. So is Emmanwori that type? Dax Hill is one. Dax Hill, why was he a strong safety? Pretty much coming in the NFL, not a free. It's because he played the slot so much. So Emmanwori to our right, number 7. As Mason Taylor, I really like this route for Mason Taylor. It's going to be in a little Mason Taylor evaluation. Sometimes we evaluate other players. I like how I got to get inside. You kind of have to loop around this guy because now look at the eyes. They're on Taylor. Both linebackers converge. But that little lean back to the outside makes, number one, let me see if I can draw this out. So he comes in like this and then goes vertical. So now the linebacker that was here, because he thought Taylor's coming across the middle, now he's like, oh, let me get on 18. And now this linebacker is going to drift off, I assume slowly, as Taylor finishes his route across the field. So a long route, but by pretty much gathering the attention of both linebackers and then running between them afterwards is how you get both linebackers to forget about you. And then you go make the play. And Emmanwori is the one coming in helping make the tackle there at the very end. So you see him right here. Stop. He sees the ball is coming. And nice diving tackle with some force at the thigh pads. Tell you, upended guy. Again, he's in the slot covering. We got a slot fade situation. He turns and is running with it. Ball doesn't go there because it's a run, but Emmanwori looks the part, flipping his hips and running with him. Emmanwori coming into the box. There you go, one-on-one. And we got a missed tackle. So if you're a box safety, I need you to be a sure tackler. He's down on the left side here. My picture may be in the way, but as soon as we get this motion and then all lines down blocking, we're pulling the other way. Emmanwori takes a quick peek to make sure the quarterback doesn't have it. You saw his eyes just quickly go. Does he have it? Does he have it? Okay, eyes back inside. We've got the lead block and the running back coming this way. And as he breaks down, I'll see if I can get the screen to be brighter as it comes. Yeah, there we go. As it breaks down, Those long angular guys at times in short area. Just missed the tackle. All right, looks like we're going to a deep free safety cover 2 split. Check down underneath. Emmanwori did his job there. Nothing to see. Let's see, is he going back again or is he on the slot guy? Eyes on the slot. Yep. And it's handed off again. So they're using them a lot in man coverage, a lot of quarters coverage, a lot of cover 2 split safety stuff. We saw a couple of them being the single high safety. See, can he get all the way over? Nope. So we'll keep the play moving. Now he's going to be the free safety here, and you got 3 wide going that way. Man, they should have thrown that fade. You got the number 3 here. You got the number 3 running to the corner, and this free safety's got to get all the way over there, and you're going underneath with these 2, I'm assuming. You should have thrown this slot fade, this slot corner route. Bang, right there, right? Like, throw that right away. These guys are driving. Now, don't get me wrong. Mason Taylor's wide open. So how do you end up on the outside guy also? That's when the quarterback's not seeing it, huh? But I thought, Emmanwori for needing to get all the way over there, that's a tough ask. But he closed it pretty well. I'd love to see that ball get thrown that way and see how he would have reacted and see if he could have found it in the air and maybe made a play on it. There he is, deep guy again. He's got to start stumbling and gets blocked out of the play for the touchdown, potentially, or a fumble. All right, Emmanwori down the bottom right. Let's see what happened here. All right, he sees 2, and he's like, okay, it's a run play. Let me make sure I've got inside, because if you see right here, we've got a guy coming this way. We've got a cornerback coming in who's dropping his eyes. I kind of need to protect here, because if I'm the running back, I'm thinking I'm splitting this right here. So I understand why he would take the inside here. But afterwards, as he goes inside, that running back's able to readjust, plant his feet, and go to the outside here. And Emmanwori just can't make the play and can't finish it. That ball comes out. Not sure what the ref is calling on that one. Looks like a touchdown. All right. In the box again. Underneath guy you've got. Make the quarterback hold it. Yep. Just force it underneath. And then hit Taylor as hard as you can. Great. Does his job very, very well here. Very heady. As he's eyes are a run play. No, not the run. Okay. Eyes on the quarterback. Pass. Okay. Underneath guy. 86. And also, we've seen this play how many times when we're doing film reviews. Not only is it this, but you usually have a guy coming behind you. So you see him and Emmanwori start to drift back a little bit. Like, I don't want you to get, I can't tell who's behind me, but any throw behind me is probably a bad thing, because I don't know if my coverage is back there. And I'm guessing I have to, based on film, we watch film all the time on the show, right? There's a guy coming back behind you, always. And if you give a little bit of room and let Taylor catch this ball short of the sticks, clearly he's like right here, his sticks are up here. Emmanwori is that type of athlete where he can close that gap. He's going to click and close very quickly. So save yourself from getting beat over the top over a big play, right? And then now, as you see the quarterback about to check it down, there's that plant foot. Now let's drive on Mason Taylor. Bang. It's a very good play. What did he get? 2 yards for that? It's a tough 2 yards. Emmanwori getting blocked by the receiver there a little bit. He's coming into the frame down at the bottom left. Receiver gets a good block on him. See here, you got Taylor again, corner route. Yes, you do. And you're on it. Good coverage, Emmanwori. So he's got good man cover skills. This is being an athlete. This is where we're seeing these flashes. The last one where he drives down on Taylor on the sideline, because Taylor he didn't test like it, but he tests. Let me get this clearly. Taylor is a good athlete at tight end. Thank you. As you see him in war, he's drifting out. You could tell, and this is why I don't like Taylor as much. Like as I said, oh yeah, this is the corner route. I could tell right away by the way he's running and leaning towards it already. Like that fake, nobody's buying that fake to the inside. That's just a plant to the outside. So Emmanwori, he's got to flip his hips, stabilize himself, and then close the distance on Taylor. And he does a great job there. I'd have loved to seen that ball get thrown. Oh, I feel like we watched this game already because now I'm seeing this. We've seen this catch before, have we not? I've watched so many games that I start watching the same ones over and over again. Oh my gosh. Amazing. That was not a catch, but amazing. Maybe it was a catch. All right, he's got the slot again. RPO doesn't go to him. I'd like to seen that go to him again. He's a fun player to watch because you see the athleticism. I can tell the mentals are cycling for him. He can again here. So he's waiting to see on quarters coverage. His eyes right here. He's watching this slot guy. And as the slot guy goes bang, bang, and he's going to hit this slant, Emmanwori's like, okay, he didn't go past my second level guy. Remember I said if he goes to past the second level guys here, that's Emmanwori. But Emmanwori's looking at him like, this is my only threat. I need to have eyes on him. And see who's the first to react when this receiver does cut inside here. Is it the slot corner or is it Emmanwori? I would say it's Emmanwori. He's already turning inside and getting there. And he's got to go through a receiver to help get to the play. But he does get to the play. So he's going to be on our right-hand side here. Maybe we can see him right here. You can see his transition. Very clean, actually. Let's watch it full speed. I'm not going to pause it on you. Remember, he's going to come down on the right-hand side. Let's watch how quickly he reacts. Very quickly and cleanly. And he's just diving at the receiver. I want to see if I can get a shot while he's in the air right there. Tripping over his guy, swats at the ball, tried to knock it away. Bit of a wild card, but the athleticism is evident. All right, let's see here. Split safety, middle of the field. Yes, come on. You're too late to react there. You could see how they were attacking you right away. So the cover two situation. That middle linebacker never opens up. I don't know why this guy isn't opening up this way and really trying to run with that seam. I mean, quarterback's throwing it. You've got nobody here you've got to worry about. Emmanwori's already closing this. You can see right there. So maybe it wasn't too late to react, but I want him to fire his gun a little bit quicker here. He sees it. He's correct. But now we got to get over there, right? We can't slowly get over there. Go, 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 go. He turns to look for the ball. At that point, you probably should have just went for the shot. Right to the ribs, right? Yeah, right to the ribs. One more, that half second of let me see if I can find the ball. Is he throwing it? You know he's throwing it. Trust yourself. You start moving over there for a reason. Nice run after the catch. Let's see if he gets into this play, how much he gets into this play. He's down bottom right. I'm snapping like you can see my hand. All right, let's see. Eyes up. Go get the ball. Let's see you run towards it. Not really. Looks like was that a C for captain or they all got C's for Gamecocks? Or Carolina? I shouldn't immediately go to the gutter. I assume he's a captain. All right, man coverage. He's following Mason Taylor. Run play. No RPO, slant, touchdown, bang. Man, with guys in his face. Nice throw, QB. Right there, splitting those two. Very nice throw. All right, Emmanwori dropping back in the safety. We got to run here in the alley. Go. See, that's a little bit of hesitation. That's a negative. At this point, I know they've beaten you with the RPOs quite a few times, but you don't really have to worry about anything. You just have the slant to your right, number 2, if he runs a slant. There, you don't trust it still. He's actually stopping and planting. You see how all his weight is stopping on this foot? Because he's about to turn and run again. I need you to see this. This is a clear run. This guy is upfield. Quarterback's doing a good job with his eyes, trying to sell that he's still got the ball. But that little hesitation for Emmanwori there he goes. Now he's like, oh, okay, now I can. Now you're starting from a dead stop, and that running back's got the speed, you are not going to be able to cut that angle. And he can't. That should have been a tackle if he runs that alley and hits that hole like a linebacker. See that hesitation. That I'm not sure if he's got it or not. Killed him. You can be a great athlete. You can run a 4.3. If you gotta start and stop too many times, you're done. And that was coming right out of halftime as well. All right, let's see. There we go. Then he's sure it's a run play. Left side all the way at linebacker. He's got his hands on the receiver, eyes in the middle of the field. And while the D tackle makes the initial stop, Emmanwori's there to help clean it up. Looks like we're in man coverage again. Mason Taylor. Oh, we got a deep shot. Bang! I like this quarterback. I know he has some wild games in him, but like, let this go as you're getting hit. Deep shot. Money ball. He's on Mason Taylor again. And man, we missed it. See, like that's a miss right for the QB. I'm not trying. I don't want to focus on the LSU quarterback. The shiny keys, the object they're trying to get me. Emmanwori, meanwhile, doing his job still. We've only got one big negative. The seam throw against cover 2. It's on the opposite end for him. I'm not going to kill him for that. He reacted fast enough. He just didn't trust it, I think. So really only one big negative is that run play. He just didn't fire his guns fast enough. His D-line's eating, though, against this LSU offensive line. All right, he's in the box. Is he blitzing? I'd like to see him blitz. There we go. There's a blitz. Not enough time. What are you running into him for? Defensive backs that can't find the ball. Kill me. Don't even look for it. Just at times you just got to make the play that's at hand. All right. Safeties and goal line situations. There you go. There you go. Emmanwori. Fight through the trash. Let's get it. Let's break it down. Here he is right here. Obviously, run's going to come his direction, right? We've got, look at 19. He is huge. Who is that? Anyways, watch Emmanwori as he's sifting through. You see him kind of backing up and, okay, well, who's got it? There's 3 guys back there. You probably don't see that too much. How often are you playing Georgia Tech, Army, Navy? And then, boom, as the running back clears and enters that hole, Emmanwori's getting ready to lower his pads, get low. We're talking about a tall dude, a 6'3" safety, getting low, making a tackle at the knees and below, at the thigh pads and below. Good job, number 7. That's what it looks like. Now we're in a 3rd down situation, 3rd and goal. Similar offensive personnel. Looks like the exact same, maybe. And they're going to run right at Emmanwori again. He's in the same spot with the captaincy on the left shoulder. And he took on that lead blocker here. I don't know if you can tell which one he is still. If you were able to see him, that's his head. He took on that lead blocker, stood him up at the point of attack, and the Gamecocks are able to stuff that run. We going for it on 4th? We are. Let's go. You got to cover this time. And the quarterback tried to make something happen. Let's see the coverage. My eyes went to the QB. I want to see it again. Nick Emmanwori on Mason Taylor. Recognizes what the situation is, sees that it's a pass, locks on the Taylor very easily while his eyes are still back too, right? Now he might be losing visual, but he gets in front of this too. If you wanted to throw that, instead 13's doing a choo. That's the sound that makes. Almost. Who breaks free here? Who gets in this? Oh, is that 5? It is. That DN's had a game. All right, Emmanwori, safety closest to us, going across the field. Don't know what the QB is doing here. Just trying to get it down to Mason Taylor. Okay. Oh, we got caught inside. Emmanwori. It's twice against the run now. So we're coming from deep safety. Well, and the last time, I don't know if he was coming from deep safety. Maybe it was. I can't remember. But you see here, we got action going to the right. So he's drifting inside. But when you drift too far inside, you're going to have risk of getting cut off by this group of people right here, as they're just going to bounce this out. His vision probably can't see the running back. You see how slow he is to react here. Now he can. It's too late. Flip your hips and run. That is tough. He's lucky he runs as fast as he does to be able to catch up to this and push this guy out. But we can't have those false steps as he's reading it inside. Let's watch number 7 at the top of the screen here. And oh, now I see it. Yeah, it's too late, man. And maybe the corner, to be fair, I'm just now thinking through this because I'm only trying to focus on one guy here. Maybe the corner was not supposed to run all the way inside. Maybe his eyes should be a little bit more back here just in case. Emmanwori's got the inside. He's got the boundary, right? So I'm not completely blaming this guy. Sometimes people will say to me, hey, that's not his fault. I know. We're putting the microscope on one player and trying to evaluate them in a vacuum. Other players are going to make mistakes. That's not part of the evaluation. We're not drafting the other players. If we're drafting this guy, we want to know specifically what does he look like in these situations, because there are going to be times when that corner doesn't keep his spot and play his spot. Uh-oh. I thought Taylor was going to score that. That goes completely away from Emmanwori, so I'm going to skip it. Let's make sure we know who he is on this play. As the clock is getting down to under 8 minutes in the third quarter. Fade ball, out of bounds. Quarterback is under siege. Third down, third quarter. Run. Yes, it is. Get over there. Get over there. He may have stopped it. No, they're going to call it touchdown. I don't know if you saw. He runs all the way over, gets in the position right here. I would like for him to hit this from this spot on right here a little bit quicker. The difference between hitting it forcefully and about a half a second earlier might be the difference of this saving a touchdown. Let's see. You see how he gathered himself? Now he's making contact. It's good contact and force and good body positioning, but a little bit quicker. So far, we got a few times now where I'd like him to be. He might not look like he's running fast. I know I can see he's running fast, but like his intensity level does not look like it's always burning at 100. And that should be at sack. This D-line is winning big time. Yep. All right, Emmanwori here is going to take the slot receiver as he crosses the field. Nothing happening there. The ball gets checked down to the tight end, so we will keep it skipping. Emmanwori's going to blitz on this one, and the throw is quickly out of there, so we don't get to see him actually blitz. I'd like to see him blitz. I'd like to get a cut up of Emmanwori just blitzing with his speed and intensity. Oh, we got a bust here. I'm not sure who was covering who on that, but the slot guy's running free down the seam. Ball comes out quickly to the right. There he is stepping up and blitzing himself, and the ball is thrown. And nice catch and throw. Emmanwori coming from the top of the screen there, going to blitz. Mason Taylor allows the guy through. I think it was 22 or 24. All right. And yes. Oh, yes. Let's go back. Arrow on Emmanwori. We've got a bench route is what we called it when you would come in, up, and then back to the sideline. More than just a corner route, right? That would be a corner route if you want like this, even with an inside release. Anyway, watch Emmanwori on this. Watch the reaction. Watch the athleticism. All right, guys leaning inside, so he drifts inside, right? But he's got inside help. So you drifting inside, not going to do much for him. He still has to protect this outside area, and he knows it. Again, I think his mentals are pretty good here. Oh, he is cutting on this thing. That's 1 foot plant, twist those hips, drive. You are running this route better than the receiver is. You're getting to that spot, and he's not even reacting to the ball. Sometimes defenders have their eyes on the ball, the quarterback throwing the ball. The quarterback's not throwing it yet. And sometimes the defender can get there because the receiver doesn't know 100% when the QB is going to throw it, because the QB may have to throw it earlier or later based on what happens. That's not happening. He's just running the route for him. Let's watch this full speed. Let's watch Emmanwori here. And yeah, break cut. Oh, undercut it. Ball gets checked down to make the tackle. Yes. Hey, that's an A-plus play by Nick Emmanwori. Let's watch him from this angle here. Watch him run this route. The cut. Oh, that is smooth. And then now as the check down happens, we're going to have a player miss a tackle. And we're going to come in and end that. Yeah, check please. I'll have one. That's the play to show. Cut a clip. That's the clip. Ow. All right, stepping up. And he realizes they got me from behind. He's got to recover and make a play. Let's break this down a little bit. Emmanwori jumps down from his strong safety spot. And we've got a guy going underneath. The linebacker is going to go with him. And when he sees that, he's going to flip this way because he knows the crossing route is happening. Emmanwori is going to flip, get on his horse, and try and track this thing down. If he wasn't a supreme athlete, he wouldn't even be able to get in position here, and he knocks that ball away, but we do have a flag. Watch Emmanwori as he steps up to the right here. Watch how quickly he realizes what's happening. Flip, turn, go. Get to that guy. You know that ball's coming. That hand on the arm, got him. But I do like the recovery and the mentals there of realizing right away what's happening. How are they attacking me? And then go make a play. He's going to nice thump right there. Here he's coming from the left side here as the run goes up the middle. You see number 7 there? Watch when he hits right there. Yeesh, that's a hard hit. He changes the route, the path of the running back when he hits for sure. All right, he's following Mason Taylor. We got a run again up the middle. This one goes away from him. Not really anything there for us to see. We'll keep it moving. Fourth quarter now. 15 minutes to go. We've got a tight game. Check the flat guy. And multiple people are wide open. Multiple wide open for LSU Tigers touchdown as the film is skipping on us a little bit. But fourth quarter here, 29-30. Emmanwori, he's going to make sure he's covering the slant. He's right on this guy, even puts a little hand on him and runs with him. Does his job. Ball gets thrown the other way. All right. I like his movement skills and coverage, no doubt about it. For a bigger dude, you instantly think strong safety, right? And he is. But strong safety's got to be able to cover as well. Got to be able to cover and man more than anything. Man, is that Kennard, number 5? Is that who it is? Correct me in the comments if it's not. But he's had a hell of a game. All right, communication with Ian, number 3, is they're going to have a little switch release there. 86 should be wide open. They should be giving it to him, but we got a little blip in the film. Let's see from this angle if we can see what happened. Yeah, a little bit of switch there. You take 2. I got 86. Throw. Nice catch. Nice hands catch, 2. I like 2 a lot. All right, let's see here again. Are you covering this guy? We got it's a snap right to the face of the QB, and South Carolina is going to recover. Flip this game on its head. South Carolina's got a chance to really blow it open. 33-29, so they got a field goal out of that. All right, Emmanwori. Oh, yeah, we got an RPO situation, right? Really sold the run here. Emmanwori took a step up, plant. Let's see if he can get back and cover the underneath on this guy here. What's the route? Come back? Yeah, he's on it. He is all over it. That ball's rolling around somewhere. I don't know what happened there. Let's see. Incomplete, the ref calls. Let's watch Emmanwori on the right here. As he steps up, okay, it's RPO. You're not going to catch me this time. That ball gets deflected, batted at the line. Yep. So good processing. He's learning from that, a couple RPOs earlier where he was a little gun shy. He's the deep free safety here, playing over the top, doing his job. 10 minutes now. He's running with Mason Taylor. It's a 3rd and short situation. Emmanwori's going to get involved on the run. I don't want to see the whole thing here. Coming in from the right side, number 7. Does he get involved? Yeah, that's him right there. He's got hands on the running back. We are good. 7 minutes to go now. We are 1-score game, down at the end. Fade ball, nothing for us there for Emmanwori. Yeah, 33-29, 6:57 left, and they're trying to score. He's the safety on this side. Let's see how they attack him. He's going to take 2. 2 is We got a run play up the middle. Yes, we do. Okay. Third down and goal. Is he going to blitz? Looks like we're sending the blitz. For sure. Let me stop it before it goes. We're going to get a blitz here. Blitz, two guys in the A gap. You're going to leave the edge guy going. Either way, we've got a blitz situation. Looks like one-on-one everywhere else, however you want to dice it up. One-on-one everywhere else. We're going to expect a quick throw here. Let's see what happens. Nope, Emmanwori's going to drop into coverage. We've got a fade on that side. Quarterback's throwing it. Picked off. Emmanwori. There we go. Oh, let's see that speed, that world-class speed. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. That should end the game. That should ice the game. Emmanwori picks that off. Let's go back to that, actually. So he's showing blitz. That's why the quarterback thinks I got an easy back shoulder here. Well, he drops very fast, covers that ground very quickly, gets underneath, and picks it off at the goal line. That's a fantastic play. Not only jump in the air, twist your body, catch it, fall, or not fall, land on your feet, take off, hit your 22 miles per hour on the GPS. Very nice. There he is on the left. Yep, bounces right out of there. All I got is a trucker hat here. But there he goes. Oh, we got a mean hit on the QB. There's a flag, Kennard. So that's coming back. So we won't get the that's not a game-winning interception. He'll have the interception. That'll count, but they'll have a 15-yard penalty from that spot. It'll be up to the Gamecock offense. And I see it's still 33-29. So, man, that should have been game-clinching pick six. Get caught inside here. Nope, the corner is playing the position. It's like the play earlier. The corner has to play that spot. Now Emmanwori missed tackle by the corner. Emmanwori cleans it up. So he's on the right-hand side here. You'll see as the receiver comes up. All right, that's your guy now. Corner should be out there playing that. He is taken down. Our guy does, though. Strong tackler, even though we had a miss just early in this game, in this film. All right, robber coverage. Anytime the ball's not out this quick against robber coverage right here, because what that means is one safety is going to come up and cover this. The other safety is going to come back and cover the deep, right? Usually this is a cover three. So we've got the two corners. We got these three deep zones covered. If the ball's not out now, your robber coverage did not work more than likely, especially it's only a three-man route. So he starts to drift. You can see right here, his eyes, he's starting to peek. What's this guy doing as he's starting to drift backwards? Because you can do two things as a defense. You can either peel off here and still play your zone, and then you would pick up the middle of the field safety would pick up this receiver, and then this receiver would run into your zone as the boundary corner, and you'd pick him up. Doesn't look like South Carolina is doing that. So Emmanwori is going to jump on his, I assume he's going to try and jump underneath, and the free safety is going to close over the top. This is going to have to be a nice throw by the quarterback here. And it is a little bit of stiffness for Emmanwori. Look, middle of the field as he tries to turn. Yeah, anytime you see those hands start flailing, you'd like to see a better transition as he runs there. The D-line's got to get home on plays like this. Yeah, could have transitioned better there. That's a really good throw and catch on the sideline. Give me two. I'm into that. Did he get in? No. It's going to be at the 3. We got a field goal. I don't know what happened. Let me know who won that game, because we're not going to get the end of that. Sometimes that's how cruel the film is. So Nick Emmanwori there just turned 21 years old, if you're wondering. As a prospect, I didn't go over that. 6'3", 220, ran a 4.38. He's 20 years old in all the film you'll watch from last year. Another one of those super young prospects. You want to draft guys that are young, guys that are athletic, guys that have great production. His production scores put him in the 97th percentile. I had to grab my phone right there. I have my spreadsheet handy. 97th percentile for production, 100th percentile for athleticism, measure athleticism. And then he was 20 years old on tape. That tape there is good enough for a late first, early second round pick. I gave him an 80, which is a fringe first round, borderline, as low as I'd like to go in the first round. I don't want to take anyone under an 80, but overall puts him at an 83.7. He's in the top 15 on our spreadsheet. Is he worth the pick at 17? Clearly, I think he is. Is he a good fit for the Bengals? I don't know. And, I say that because I think Jordan Battle is more of a strong safety, but I also don't like Battle coming down and covering in the slot or covering tight ends. I think at that point, he's more of a split safety. And that's what I think Emmanwori is. And what I mean by that is if you say you got a true free safety like Jesse Bates, that's different than a couple of split safeties. We're going to play more cover 2. And then if it's Battle and Emmanwori, I'm okay with that. If it's Battle Emmanwori and Geno Stone for this year, I'm okay with that. And we're also looking for the next 5 years. Is he an athletic upgrade on this defense? No doubt. Could he be a star? Does he have star potential? Yes. So when you start to look for perfect fits at times, I stop. You know what I mean? Because I've done this in mock drafts, and I've talked about this where I'm like, I want a pass rusher at defensive tackle. I want a pass rusher, because they need pass rush. But then I'm passing Tyleik Williams and Kenneth Grant that may be good players because they're not better pass rushers or they're not the ideal fit. If Emmanwori in 3 years, if Battle's not even on the roster, what are we talking about? What do we care if Emmanwori was a bad fit in 2025? If he ends up being an upgrade by 2026 and an impact player by 2027, who cares? So you gotta that if he's the pick, you kind of have to zoom out, right? And say, all right, would you take this guy at 17 in that case? And I think I would. It would probably be a unique scenario. I keep thinking like trade back and get Emmanwori, but I bet he could even go even higher. The range for him seems like it could be 10 to 30. And I want to be the team that takes him rather than letting him go to the Chiefs or the Ravens or the Bills or whatever and seeing him succeed there. So, yeah, I think I'd be in on Nick Emmanwori at 17 for the Cincinnati Bengals. Turn the key there. I don't know where I'd still like Mike Green more. The guys we watched. I would select James Pierce more based on the tape, but again, there's other things going on. There's things going on for Green too. So if you want a clean prospect that was a captain and young and hits all the checks every box, then maybe Emmanwori gets pretty close to the top of our list. We got an offensive lineman coming next on Bengals on the Brain, presented by First Star Logistics. Until next time, Houday.
Everybody loves the NFL draft. There's no question about that. So, in honor of that, we're going to have our third annual First Star Logistics draft party. It's going to be at Handlebar at Great American Ballpark. It's going to start at 7 o'clock. And then Friday, of course, is day 2 of the draft, rounds 2 and 3. Brad Johansson will be hosting. Joe Goodberry and myself will be on the panel. And also make sure we get some guests from the Cincinnati Bengals organization that are going to remain a little bit of a surprise to you folks right now. It's sold out. I mean, first time we had it at Great American Ballpark, it was well received. It's off the charts this time. So the only way you can catch us, watch the live stream on the First Star Media Group YouTube channel. That's the way you're going to be involved. It's going to be a great night. Mark it down. Don't miss it.